quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Jones and Zubats make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. The offensive rebound. Harden left side. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Leonard. Puts up a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Curry against Powell. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to post. Healed outside. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. Here's post. The 3. They get it back. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here are the Clippers. And Leonard has it in the corner. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Butler. Green finds Butler. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's had his ups and downs from distance, but Jimmy Bucket's always aggressive, looking to score.
But should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade?
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
The Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Healed against Harden. They set the screen to the inside. Post. Excellent defense there from Zubats. Harden against Curry. Harden outside. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I'm just going to say this. I don't think the average fan understands how strong Harden is. He has no problem finishing through contact with those wide shoulders.
Green with a screen on Powell. Down low. Green dishes to Curry. The kick outside to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State moving the ball around. Puts up a deep 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Harden surveying the D. Driving the lane. And the basket is good.
Brilliant move by Harden against the foul. Getting the whistle and the bucket.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player. I am the system."
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Now here's Harden. He's got 7, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 7-point differential. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to post. Trying to get something going. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
And it's Leonard missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Using his strength and athleticism, plays like this from Butler just motivates his team.
Leonard with the screen on Butler. And Harden with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Outside Butler. He takes it in.
You just gotta like how strong Butler goes when he's inside. Just terrific at figuring out ways to get to the line.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Good on the second free throw. 27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Butler against Harden. Here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got 5.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Now here's Curry. Still yet to score. Here's the screen from deep. That shot off. James Harden getting it done for the LA Clippers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one. And no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Butler finds Green. Back to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Butler making it happen inside.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
Like looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Now here's Leonard. He has 7 over Butler. And it's Leonard missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Healed against Harden. Healed outside. Pass to Green. They kick out to Heal. Shoots over Leonard. Healed, can't hit.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And slammed in by Jones.
And some serious ingenuity from Leonard there. He sees the opening and then just makes the right read.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. It's Harden with the drive, and Butler sends it back.
And known as a defensive stopper, Butler is fantastic at coming up with the goods. Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now here's Butler. He's got 8. The shake. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Leonard against Curry. Leonard chewing him up inside. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention. Carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
Jones, no one around him. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Outside Butler. Green kicks to heel. And no good. Harden with the defensive effort. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Now here's Leonard. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Leonard with the screen on Butler. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. They set the pick. Pass to post. Golden State moving it around. Curry looking around, puts it up. And the Warriors miss again. Los Angeles leading by 9 to the paint. Here's Leonard. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Curry against Powell. Outside Curry. Outside Butler. Over Jones. Shot's good from Butler. Butler's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, you can't give Butler any room off that screen. Once he has that, you know he's going to let it fly.
Oh, Leonard in position. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
16.
The Clippers on top. They're up by 11. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Here with Ty Lue. Good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right...
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Peyton is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Jackson Davis in at center.
At 6'10", Simmons knows he has the height needed to score inside. He just has to finish strong.
Pass to Kuminga. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I'll tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Clippers leading by 11. It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
Now, here's Moody. He's guarded closely. There's the 3. Here's Jackson Davis. And the layup falls. Jackson Davis has got his first bucket in this one.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Here's Simmons. That one falls. Simmons got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
Love the assertive approach from Simmons, refusing to let the contact get to him.
Jacks up a three. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Simmons with it. He has 6. It's rebounded by Golden State.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Here's Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simmons got 8 points here in this quarter. Warriors trail by 10. Kuminga, screen on Simmons.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Podziemski. Guarded by Simmons. Outside, Kuminga. Payton with a screen on Batum. Golden State needs to get off a shot. From downtown, that shot no good. Los Angeles leading by 10. Simmons left side. Pass to Bogdanovich. Takes it off the glass.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
The Warriors have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Picked by Kuminga. Andrew Eubanks gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Kuminga, screen on Simmons. Podziemski's shot is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Kuminga, screen on Simmons. Podziemski finds Kuminga.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside, Simmons. Takes the 13-footer. The rebound by Payton. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 10. Shoots. They get the rebound. Pass to Moody. Lets it go from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball. Moody's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the lead wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. The veteran wings, Powell and Leonard. And it's Harden in at the point. And that one's good, Leonard.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Green with a screen on Powell. Murray from deep 3-point land. And Jones pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's Harden. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
The assist.
14 points for James Harden.
In the paint, Harden, man, he's just a tough guard. If you get too close, you know that this man is a master at drawing fouls. That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
And there's the call on Curry.
Stephen Curry.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Jones, the pass to Harden. Clock at 6. Outside Leonard. The tray. Bring it up for Kawhi Leonard from 3.
Free ball.
You set him up more often than not, Leonard will knock him down.
Green with a screen on Powell. Curry against Powell. From deep three-point land. Curry can't get it to go.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
On the wing, Hield. Green with a screen for Hield. Will it go? Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hield's got his first points in this one.
Comes right off the pick and knocks it down. Great use of the screen by Hield.
The 3 from Harden. Warriors with the rebound. Green with a screen on Powell. Curry against Powell. Looking to end its cold spell, and Jones sends it back. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Powell against Curry. Clock at 4. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
2 minutes.
Leonard kicks to Harden.
2 minutes.
And the jam by Harden.
Athletic move by Harden. Okay, I see you throwing it down on top of the defense.
Butler on the way. He's covered by Leonard. Butler against Leonard, and it's Butler missing.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Shot by Hield, nobody around, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
It's not really Buddy's preferred area, but good on him for not overlooking that mid-range opportunity.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for James Harden.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
And Butler gets it to go.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Here's Leonard, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Clippers lead by 13. Outside Curry. Pass to Hield. Green with a screen for Hield. To the middle. Green dishes to Hield. That 3 off the mark. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. There's the lob to Harden. It's stolen by Curry. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And a deep three from Harden. Missed. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what we want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't get...
Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jeff.
have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now here's Butler, defended by Watson. Green against Gordon. They set a pick. Green in the post. Good work defensively by Gordon. Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
As you might expect, he's got his hands full on how to deal with Nikola Jokic. Coach explained so much of their offense runs through him. He's always operating with the ball in his hands. We'll need to do our work early. Don't let him get comfortable when he has the ball. No doubt about it, the Joker is the cog in this offense. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Watson. 6 on the shot clock. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Watson's got 5. Here's Golden State. It's a 5-point game. Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. It took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they can win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him.
The rebound by Post. Outside Curry. Pass to Post. Green with the ball. To the paint. Post shot no good. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Jokic passes to Murray. Out to the right wing. Jokic with it. Butler covering. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Here's Hield. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And a little contact never stopped Hield. A committed scorer who knows how to keep his balance on his shot.
Screen by Gordon. Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Here's Brown. He's covered by Curry. Brown, shot is good.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
And here's Curry. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Jokic, and he gets the bucket.
What a nice combination of ball and body control by Jokic that time.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5. Outside Hield. Brown grabs the board.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Screen by Watson for 3. A shot by Brown, no good. Warriors trail by 5. From outside the arc, that's good from Curry on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 8.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Hield against Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of it.
Here's Curry. Denver getting their last shot to go. And down it goes. 2 points.
Curry does not just hurt you from deep. He is a clever finisher on the drive. Lethal at penetrating and finishing.
Jokic with a screen on Curry. Drives to the hoop. It's Jokic, high post. Gordon outside. Jokic the screen. Gordon on the take. Oh, misses the dunk.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Denver. They lead by 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward.
And I like whenever Hill attacks inside like this, exploiting the defense when they give him these chances.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Curry with it. Checked by Gordon. Back to Curry. And stolen by Jokic. Watson passes to Brown. The shot no good. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. Trailing by 2. The 3 from Curry, and that one's good. And Green with the assist. Curry's got 13.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Brown passes to Jokic. On the wing, Murray. He's got 5. Oh, Jokic with the triple.
Love the response from Jokic. His competitive spirit turned up high.
Curry looking it over. Pass to Green. It's picked off. Here's Murray. Here he goes. Oh, that was something else, man. Wow.
Show us some power.
And you know finishes like this get Murray pumped up. He's a big-time dunker off the drive now. He'll sneak punch you if you're not careful.
Outside for Green, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And there's a pick. Clock at 6. Here's Curry. Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
Gordon outside. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Jokic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. But with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
And the basket by Curry.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Murray against Hield. And a nice finish on the layup. Murray's got 9 points.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Denver foul. Ball. First personal foul. First team foul.
Murray against Hield. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hield's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Nuggets have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Murray for three. The rebound by Post. Golden State has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Back to Green. Here's Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 19 points.
Draymond Green, so smart as a player. He'll exploit those gaps in the defense.
The shot's good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now Curry. He's got 19. Curry on the drive.
And the quickness and change of pace of Curry makes him tough to stop.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic. Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Brown. Going inside. Hauled in by Curry.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Heel finds Green. To the left wing. Here's Post. Golden State with a rebound. Pass to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
The ball handling of Steph is sometimes undervalued. I mean, he's much more than a shooter. This guy has mad skills as a handler.
The drive by Murray, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Denver shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Here's Payton. No good on the buzzer beater. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. We'll be back in a moment.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. Then it's Moses Moody. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Payton in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Outside Payton. Back to Kuminga. Outside Payton. Kuminga with a screen on Porter. 6 to shoot. Here's Payton. Rebounded by Denver. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
It's stolen away. Here we go. Outside Podziemski. On the wing, Payton. Just 5 on the clock. And he can't jam it through. Denver in the lead. Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Boy, this is Westbrook at his absolute best. Attacking, getting into the lane, and finishing in style.
Here's Podziemski. Pass to Payton. Here's the 3. Pure from three-point range. Payton's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Strother. Cans it with nobody near him. And the Nuggets lead by 2. Golden State has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Outside Pajemski. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So,
whoa! Kuminga! Putting on a show out here!
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Pajemski with it. He takes it in. Uses the glass on the layup. Pajemski's got his second basket.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Here's Westbrook. Buries it down low.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Outside Moody. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Oh, serious gut check points from Moody.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
To the right side. Charic outside. There's the drive. Pass to Najee. The 3 ball. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. The Warriors leading. Now here's Peyton. There's a screen by Kuminga. Moody passes to Kuminga. Ooh, Kuminga! So deadly at the rim.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Order a screen. Westbrook into the lane. And finished off by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Here's Moody. Rebounded by Denver.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Pass to Strother. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Strother's got 5 points in the quarter.
Simply one of the better passers around. Westbrook's so good at finding his guys.
And here's Pajemski. Gets it off. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 1. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3. Brown passes to Watson. Second chance shot. And the basket is good. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
Buries it from 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Golden State has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. 5 to shoot. Down low. Ooh, stolen by Murray. And stolen by Green. It's good. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
They've also been showing a standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray.
Brown passes to Murray. Sinks it from distance. Murray's got 19 points.
Immensely confident in his game. Murray doesn't think twice about pulling the trigger from deep, nor should he.
Curry drives in, and Curry gets his.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now, my goodness.
Murray, and it's Murray finishing it off.
At his most explosive, Murray is a wrecking ball, and the way he's going tonight, he might just knock this entire building down.
Curry passes to Hield. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Curry passes to Green. Shot clock at 2. Oh, Jokic for the block.
What I like about Jokic defensively is what I like about him overall. Great instincts.
Denver leading by 3. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Goes up on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler taking his time here. Gordon pulls it in.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Driving to the basket. And Gordon with the big finish.
Fantastic execution in a tight spot. Gordon capitalizing in the big moment for his team.
And here's Curry for 3. Gordon pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Back to Jokic. Look at Jokic going to work inside.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
Outside Butler. Fires the 3. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, he's just not found his rhythm tonight. Partly because I think he's gotten fewer touches.
Here's Jokic. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. And now a 9-point Nugget lead.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Green, a screen. Here's Curry. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. And Gordon has got the ball here for Denver. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Murray against Butler. Got a piece of it. Butler with a steal. So no problem for Denver as they get the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were. Thanks, Ali. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For
Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward. Harden with the stuff.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all 3 levels.
Here's Brown, guarded by Harden. A nice shot by Brown.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Harden the pass to Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
Love to see Zubats attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. Now, I asked him if he has any plan for dealing with the multi-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. He said it's all about balance. If you defend Jokic too aggressively, he'll just kick it out to other guys too softly, and he'll kill you inside. So balance is the key. Sounds like a tough balancing act to pull off, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And he makes that one.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brett, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin.
So it's Denver now, after the Clippers pick up 2. And it's Murray penetrating. It's hauled in by Zubats.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And Kawhi is certainly one of the strongest players in the league at that position, just doing damage.
Watson surveying the D. Jokic with his screen on Jones. Pass to Jokic. Lets it go with a 3. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Murray against Powell. And it's Murray with the jam.
And a statement from Jamal, when he gets that kind of room, he's capable of throwing it down.
For Los Angeles, they've got all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023. So all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
Harden kicks to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And how about Powell to the people as Norman gets up for a loud 2 points.
Here's Brown, guarded by Harden. With the drive, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Murray down low. Working on Jones.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Murray with it. Jones covering. Watson, that's for two. It's hauled in by Zubac.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Harden the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Great pass by Harden. He can put it right where you need it to be.
The Nuggets trail by 6. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Murray kicks to Jokic. A fadeaway, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Harden with it. 4 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in. Harden's got 6.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
So on the floor for Denver. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot. Brown, good, and the assist goes to Murray. He has 7.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
The 3 from Harden. This is his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Gordon against Harden. Gordon kicks to Watson. Back to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Murray. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Here's Watson, finished off the break.
Good job reading the floor. Aaron Gordon solid at sensing when someone's open.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Jones, the pass to Harden. Screen by Leonard. Harden, no good. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Poked away. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the foul on Harden.
James Harden.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Murray outside. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Gordon. Shoots over Powell. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Gordon.
And the defense having no time to get to Aaron Gordon. Automatic.
To the left wing. And Peyton Watson gets the whistle that time.
Watson.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Powell. He has 7. Kicks it out to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Jones against Murray. 5 on the clock. Watson, the pass to Jokic. Oh, threw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Wait a minute. Jokic has got some vertical, too? Wow.
Here's Harden. 9 points in the game so far to end the drought. And the layup is good. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Leonard sets a screen for Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. Looking to get back on track here. And the rejection by Leonard. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Leonard against Jokic. Leonard kicks the foul. Harden surveying the D. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, pick your poison with James Harden. Either way, he's going to find a way to make you pay.
There's the screen. Here's Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got 8 points.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Leonard, that's for 2. Can't nail the jump. James Harden getting it done for the LA Clippers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come easy for you. How do you create that mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys, just go out there, compete, have fun, and just play hard.
My family doesn't think it's all for the kids, but
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Chris Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Batum. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Coffey in at the 3. And it's Porter with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. 6-point game. Saric outside. Pass to Strother. Over Bogdanovich. Not enough on that one as it misses. Clippers leading by 6. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Strother. No scoring in this one. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Drake.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Clippers leading by 4, and Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Bogdanovich looking around. Outside for Batum.
2 minutes remaining.
Bogdanovich against Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. And Bogdanovich hits from deep. Bogdanovich has got 7 points for the quarter.
And Bogdanovich needs very little room. The defense better stay more attached.
It's Westbrook with the drive. That one goes in.
Russell Westbrook.
1:36 left here in the third quarter. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Pass to Coffey. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. Up and in on the layup. Bogdanovich has got 9.
Bogdanovich focused on scoring on the inside, and when he gets close to the basket, it looked like he was hungry to get 2.
Judge has the open look, and it's off from 3-point range. Clippers leading by 7. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Dunn passes to Bogdanovich. Batum sets a screen for Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Nuggets trail by 7. Out to Saric. Pass to Nagy. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third, and he jams it with authority.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Driving inside. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
When Bogdanovich drives, it's for a reason. He's made a good decision to knife inside.
Here's Westbrook. Pass to Strother. Fires from way outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a...
Here we go, fans.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Nuggets trail by 7. Taking a look at the Nuggets. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot.
That's a tricky little move there as Murray found a little bit of space and then got that floater off.
It's Harden with the drive. It's good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Jokic with the screen on Powell. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
We see this time to time for Murray. When he's locked in, when he's completely locked in, he'll carry the offense.
It's Harden with the drive, and the jam by Harden.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Aaron Gordon is one springy dude. When he gets the ball down low, it's hard to stop it.
Harden outside. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Kicks it out to Leonard. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
It's going to be on Jokic.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Harden kicks to Leonard. Kawhi, confident inside.
If there's an open man, you can make sure that James Harden will find it.
Jokic with the screen on Powell. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I could settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Harden outside. Outside Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
And throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for L.A. 3-point lead. And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Bryant. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Dunn's checked in. Harden outside. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 21 in the game.
And you expect Harden to come through in big moments. Such a talented offensive player.
Murray on his 15th shot attempt. He makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
Now here's Harden. D right on him. That's to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense. .106 left in the game.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. It counts. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
43 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Murray. Yes!
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Gets it out to Leonard. Harden sets the bid for Leonard. He stops the run. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins. And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Murray, the pass to Brown. Timeout call. Nuggets. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And this is it now. Down one, they've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Stolen by Jones. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge.
And two. Smart teams here, Doris, with a lot of experience.
Yeah, you get the understanding from coaches that veterans win for a reason in this league. They're not going to be surprising each other. They're going to understand it's about execution and making shots, playing quality defense, something about playing with teams that have experience.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. We've got Butler. Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Green, and it's Post in at the 5. Now here's Harden. Leonard outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Curry passes to Green. Curry against Jones. Outside Moody. 6 on the shot clock. Curry against Powell. And he makes it on the layup.
You see the quickness of Stephen Curry, keeping defenders off balance even in the painted area.
The Graham, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the score by Los Angeles. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Powell outside. And Powell with the stuff.
Love the assertiveness of Norman Powell. Boy, turn the lights out.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. The 3 from Curry. It's rebounded by Zubac. Now Los Angeles with it. It's Powell on the wing. From outside, off the mark. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed. Is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Butler. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's the tenacity of Jimmy Butler, just putting in work in close range.
Leonard inside. Butler covering. Butler against Leonard. Outside Harden. Screen by Leonard. And Butler with the block.
Boy, the size and anticipation of Jimmy Butler. He sends that one back from whence it came.
With the drive. Pass to Moody. Back to Butler. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
No, I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Yeah, just a smart call by Harden. Using the pick to shake off the defense and get himself a look.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Outside Harden. Pass to Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Once Kawhi Leonard gets to the interior, this guy's so tough to keep from scoring.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Graham, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Here's Harden, following the score by Golden State. Launches a 3. Offensive board. Jones, the pass to Harden. Tries again. And the layup is good. Harden's got 7.
I'll tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
The 3 from Curry. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
Curry looking it over. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Derek Jones. These are his first free throws of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. And so Curry nails both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Oh! Get you some! Show us some power! That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. It's all tied in Los Angeles. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
And so in the game for the Warriors, Stephen Curry is out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Post in at center, filling out the middle. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities.
Yeah, James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
Outside Curry. High post Green. Oh, Green flexing on him with the strong finish.
Draymond Green is a guy you don't mind taking these shots. He doesn't rush it. He's super poised. Nice.
Here's Harden on the take, and Harden with the slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Outside Curry. The shake. Tipped.
How about Zubac? Works so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
Harden against Butler. Outside Harden. Over Butler. Again, the Clippers score. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seemed to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have to find how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line. Fantastic look, but that's a bit redundant for James Harden.
Outside Curry. Green, a screen. There's the triple. Oh, Curry, making it look effortless.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Outside Curry. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Inside, Green, past the post. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
At the line for LA, James Harden. One shot. The play is under video review.
Still disputed, even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Moody misses. The Clippers have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
If there's a teammate open on the floor, Simmons will put it on time and on target.
Bogdanovich against Curry. No good with a layup. And it's the Clippers ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Picked by Bogdanovich. Harden to pass to Bogdanovich. No good on the 3. Warriors trail by 10. To the inside. Pass to post. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul. Christie's checked in for the Clippers.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Clippers.
The 3 from Curry. The rebound by Simmons.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Los Angeles shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. Los Angeles leading by 11. Outside Simmons. Pass to Christie. To the paint. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
For the fan, half-court shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
We've got Drew Eubanks, Nicholas Batum out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic, and it's Christie in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the four things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. Batum outside, shoots over Kuminga. They grab their own miss. Here's Eubanks. Pass to Bogdanovic. Shot clock at 5. And he lobs it up. Simmons, no good.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that. You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
What an athlete Bogdanovic is, sprinting towards the rim with such aggression and assertiveness.
There's a screen by Kuminga. Outside Pajemski. Comes up empty down low. The Clippers lead by 13. Outside Simmons. Pass to Christie. Throws it up high. Simmons, no good. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Pajemski. Another 3 for Golden State.
More than just a scorer. Hield moves the ball well, especially when his guys are open.
Well, the Clippers shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. Simmons against Payton. Gets stolen by Hield. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Bogdanovic. He has 6. To the middle. Here's Simmons. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Well, this is exactly where Ben Simmons looks to become assertive. The closer he is to the cup, the more dangerous he is. Inside,
Kuminga. That one is off. Batum with the defensive effort. And Doris, the Clippers, new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
Pajemski into the lane, and it's rejected. Simmons against Payton. It's stolen by Kuminga. Outside heel. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Boy, Hield usually does his work on the perimeter. How about that finish inside?
And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
We've got 1:08 left in the third. Bogdanovich against Hield. Bogdanovich passes to Christie, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bogdanovich.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
58 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Pajemski. There's a screen by Kuminga. The three is up. Pajemski's shot is good. Pajemski's got 9 points here in the second half.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Simmons with a screen on heel. Bogdanovich from long range. They get it back. Five on the clock. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Oh, how about Moody with the open court finish?
That's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
Bogdanovich against Hield. Bogdanovich, that's good. Bogdanovich has got 11 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Los Angeles, ending the quarter up 10. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, stick around. We'll be... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. They've got Stephen Curry. Jimmy Butler out there with Green. Then it's Moses Moody, and it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. The Clippers lead by 10. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Goes up off the inbound. Leonard gets the bucket.
Well, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
Outside Curry. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, Curry, despite his frame, is able to do a ton of damage inside the paint. He can draw fouls with great regularity.
And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Count it, good. Harden's got 21 points in the game.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
Here's Curry. It's tipped. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
I think he's gone completely dry. nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Curry with it. And again, no good by Golden State.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Outside Curry. To the paint. Here's Green. Oh, Green right through the contact there.
Well, Draymond Green can dole out as much punishment as he receives, and right there goes into the teeth of the defense.
And Harden with the slam.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
On the wing, Harden. Moody defends. Harden scanning the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tipped. Butler with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Oh, what an effort from Moody.
Well, the defense wants to collapse on Stephen Curry. It gives him a great opportunity to make a pass and have his teammate get a good look.
Outside Jones. Pass to Zubac. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Post, defended by Dunn. Down low. And Post gets it to go.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And stolen by Leonard. Jones against Green. Three-pointer, Harden. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Warriors trail by 12. Here's Post. Green with a screen on Zubac. Here's Butler. Jones with some nice D. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Second team foul.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Clippers.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And what a huge performance it was for James Harden.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
The lead now in single digits. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Harden. Moody defends. Puts up a deep 3. They get it again. Fires away from way outside. It's off. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team.
To be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement,
which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. We've got Stephen Curry. Jimmy Butler is out there at Draymond Green. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Post in at the 5 down low. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points on the ballgame. Curry from deep three-point land. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Murray scanning the floor. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. And again, Denver with the triple.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find it.
Now here's Curry. Launches it. Again, Curry missing. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
To end the run, and the layup good by Curry.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said Curry makes your entire 5 guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Thank you, David. Moody off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Brown. Off target with his 3. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lets it go from the wing. Denver grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Lock at 6. Over Green. And it's Gordon missing. Warriors trail by 6. Moody the pass to Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Green with a screen for Curry. From the arc. Hits the 3-point foul. Curry's got 5.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin. And he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it. And he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Now here's Murray. Gordon with the screen for Murray. Pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. Now here's Jokic. Here's Butler. Good, and a screen picking up the assist.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, You can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Kicks it out to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Curry with the three. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Curry outside, and the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Nuggets. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the small forward position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially late on drives to the rim.
Now Butler following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Lob pass to Gordon, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
It's stolen by Curry. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Moody's shot is off. Right side, Gordon.
Warriors foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Jokic with this screen on Green. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Poke loose, and there's another turnover by the Warriors. Murray outside. Brown, that's in there. Murray with the assist. Brown's got 8.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
They kick it out to Green. Stolen by Gordon. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And here are the Nuggets now. The Warriors making the shot. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And again, Denver hit the triple.
Not always a huge part of Jokic's game, but the three-point shot, he's becoming more comfortable taking.
Green in the high post. Golden State moving the ball around. They set the pick. Got a piece of it. Here's Gordon. 8 points for him. Wants to get it to Watson and does. Inside, here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Outside Butler. It's hauled in by Gordon. Here's Denver now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted. There's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it. I do. It's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 13. Nice take from Curry. And that one drops for him. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Here's Brown, guarded by Curry. On pass to Gordon, an emphatic LU jam.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Butler with the ball. Watson's there, and the shot goes down. Butler's got his third basket of the night right there.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Brown. He's got 10. Shot clock at 6. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And the first half is now in the books. Denver on top. They're up by 10. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga out there with Kevon Looney. Then there's Buddy Hield. Then there's Brandon Bajemski. And it's Peyton in at the 3 spot. And finished off by Westbrook.
And there's the ferociousness. Gotta enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Najee, no good. Warriors trail by 10. Peyton kicks to Hield. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. To the middle, here's Looney. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
On the free throw, no good. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And here's Peyton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 8-point game. Healed outside. This one for 3. Porter pulls it in. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Strother. Knocked away. It's stolen by Kuminga. In the corner, it's Healed. No good on the 3. Denver leading by 8. There's Porter with the 3. And another miss by Denver. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. don't.
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
Pass to Peyton. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. The shot will not fall. Warriors trail by 10. Here's Hield. Pass to Podziemski. Golden State moving the ball around. 1:10 left in the third quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Kuminga, screen on Porter. Here's Peyton. Nice D from Porter.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Saric. It's 3-pointers off the mark. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Peyton inside. Porter's there. Outside, Peyton. Here's Looney. Nice D from Porter. Denver leading by 10. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. 3-pointer. Najee, good. Najee's got 5 points in the quarter. And for the Warriors, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's Podziemski. And the Warriors miss again.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And so it's Denver looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Moody's shot is off. Denver leading by 13. Murray the pass to Gordon. It's rebounded by Golden State. Post has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint, Jokic with the steal. Watson with it. Butler covering. In the
Well, not only can Jokic get some steals, but he's such a great passer. He gets the break going with a quick outlet.
Denver's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. From deep three-point land, the Warriors pull it in. Outside Butler. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Rebound by Murray.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Warriors trail by 15. Outside Curry. Fires away from outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Brown. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Moody sinks the triple.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Denver leading by 14. Pass to Jokic. And here's Watson. Over Butler. The rebound by Post. Post has got 5 rebounds tonight. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Shoots the 3. And Draymond Green picks up the foul.
Warriors.
That's his first foul.
Draymond Green. That's his first personal foul.
For Denver, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And Jokic slings it in.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Outside Curry. Driving in. It's hauled in by Jokic. Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Wide open look here for Murray. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Denver.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
Gordon a screen. Lob pass to Gordon. It's stolen by Green. Three-pointer, Butler. Jokic grabs the miss. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go. It's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And Curry making his presence felt on D with the steal leading to the break. He finds ways to impact games with far more than just his shooting.
Here's Brown. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. Rebound by the Nuggets. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Watson for 3. Traps in the tray. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
The rebound by Post. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a... All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony.
the night, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi is the 3 with Jones playing the 4. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Murray. Zubats with the steal. Pass to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Explosive move by Kawhi at the rim. The defense had no answer there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. I talked with him about how he'll approach dealing with Kawhi Leonard on the floor, and coach told me there's no one way to go about slowing Kawhi. He does too many things. He continued, we'll vary our looks on him and try not to let him get in any offensive rhythm. Good idea, as we all know how deadly Kawhi is once he gets going. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Jokic grabs the board.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Murray. To the wing, right side. And here's Jokic, just 5 to shoot. The offensive rebound. Watson inside, defended by Harden. Connects from downtown.
Look at how instant Murray's shooting can be. Gets the pass, plants the feet, and drills it.
Here's Harden. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Boy, Murray is a better athlete than he looks. He's actually terrific as an athlete. You have to love seeing him use that momentum to bounce up and throw it down.
Here's Harden. Pass to Leonard. Gordon with a steal. To the inside. And Jokic throws it down.
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
Outside Harden. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Skilled at getting inside and doing work down there. Kawhi Leonard is a confident scorer.
Now Murray, 5 points in the game. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Watson. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Leonard. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Here's Brown. Powell covers. Gordon outside. A minute 9 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Murray. Over Leonard. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Clippers trail. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5. Inside. Screen by Watson. Murray with it. He's picked up by Jones. Out to Gordon. Shot to stop the run. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard inside. He's against Watson. Leonard right side. Pass to Harden. Zubac with a screen on Murray. Down low. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Here's Gordon. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer! Great job. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Los Angeles Clippers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. It's Jones at power forward with Zubac at center. Powell and Leonard, the veterans, set on the wings. And it's Harden in at the point. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Great D that time from Zubac. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. Rejected by Jokic.
What I like about Jokic defensively is what I like about him overall. Great instincts.
Harden scanning the floor. This one for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Leonard against Jokic. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Right side Harden. Into the lane. And Harden with the slam.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Outside Murray. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Graham.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time. And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Nuggets trail by 9. Jokic with a screen on Leonard. Here's Murray. Gordon on the wing. Stolen by Jones. Jokic with it. He's picked up by Zubac. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line. A chance at a 3-point play.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fella's impressive.
Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, B.A., you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too. You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. But now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work.
6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Gordon.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Punch, that was.
Bad intentions.
You know, know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Jokic with a screen on Leonard. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Leonard, left side. A minute 4 left in the second period. Pass to Jones. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's 48 seconds left to play in the half. Jokic with a screen on Leonard. Jokic with it. For 3, Gordon. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Leonard looking over the floor. 3-pointer. The rebound by Murray. Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. To the paint. Gordon with a steal. By himself. No doubt. The Joker all alone.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Clippers ahead, leading by 5. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about a shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got Russell Westbrook. Dario Saric is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Zeke Naji, and it's Strother in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player.
Now here's Westbrook, defended by Dunn. Back to Naji from the arc. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Naji's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Eubanks with it. Now Porter defending. He gets it in there. Eubanks, he's got his first 2 points of the night.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
It's deflected. Now here's Dunn. He's scoreless. Bogdanovich from long range. Westbrook with the rebound.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And the Clippers have possession. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Eubanks, the pass to Bogdanovich.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
From deep. And it's Denver with a rebound. Westbrook with it. Done in his pocket. Westbrook, the pass to Porter. The three. He drops it from range. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release in deep range, too.
Bogdanovich against Westbrook. Batum sets a screen. Back to Dunn. 6 to shoot. Batum outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Far from just a perimeter shooter. I like seeing Batum go to work in the painted area.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie.
Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
The Nuggets trail. Pass to Strother. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Batum finds Bogdanovich. Got it. Bogdanovich has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You like seeing Bogdanovich get it done inside. An opportunistic score around the rim.
Westbrook outside. Off target from outside. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Dunn. Soft touch off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Tell you what, guys, there's no way you're stopping Dunn when he's that close to the hoop.
Here's Strother, defended by Bogdanovich. And that one's good. Strother.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Bogdanovich. Batum sets a screen. Bogdanovich passes to Batum. That three's off the mark. And so Porter will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. And here's Saric for 3. The rebound by Eubanks. Right side, Bogdanovich. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
A nice shot by Zubats. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play, executed beautifully, too.
For 3, Westbrook. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 3. And coming. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And for Denver, they're shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Kawhi is the 3 with Jones playing the 4. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Gordon with it. It's rebounded by Zubac.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Harden, the pass to Zubac. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Watson passes to Murray. And here's Jokic. Pulls up. And James Harden pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 3. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Leonard outside. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Harden. He's covered closely. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
When he's not killing you on the perimeter, Harden's doing it inside. He does it all, folks.
Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. Jacks up a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got a rebound number 8 here already in the game. And Peyton Watson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Harden, the pass to Jones. They set the screen. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. And they stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
At the line for the Clippers, Derek Jones Jr. Shooting 1. The play is under review under NBA rules.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Gordon against Jones. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Fantastic execution in a tight spot. Gordon capitalizing in the big moment for his team.
And it's Harden penetrating. Can't get it to drop. Excellent defense there from Watson.
2 minutes remaining in the
inside.
2 minutes.
And Gordon with the big finish.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Here's Harden driving inside, and Harden with the slam.
How good is that?
And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge to make them take another look at the call.
At the line for the Clippers, James Harden. At the line for the Warriors.
Many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Allie, thank you.
And James Harden feeling spry, giving the defense everything they can handle with this scoring.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray finishing it off.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moment. Big time shot there.
Outside Harden. Outside Jones. Back to Harden. Clock at 4. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 19 points.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot.
They kick it out to Murray. The three-pointer off the mark. 44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Harden. Takes it inside. Pass to Zubats. Nails the baby hook. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here are the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
That's exactly how to close out a game. Take advantage of every opportunity. I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Here's Powell, and there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Denver calls timeout. 15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
15 seconds left to play in the fourth. Count it! What a beautiful shot! Brings it within 3.
Such a savvy passer. Jokic is patient and gets quality openings for his teammates.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Ooh, stolen by Harden. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg,